What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the brand new Heroes Arena season on JP, and just kind of letting you guys know before it comes to global, how you guys can do a challenger clear. So I actually did record all my run here for the actual challenger run, guys. We were able to do it in 8 teams or less, as you can see, and I did post it on Twitter. So yeah, and you guys can see here, you get 210 of the coins, which means you get 21 LR coins. So that's pretty good. Right, if you can get 21 LR coins, I think that's what, like 5 weeks, starting from 0. Obviously, most people probably have like a little bit of LR coins, but for me, this gets me from 50 to 70, right? So it's very, very big and it's substantial. So if you guys are going to be attempting this, though, I will preface right before we actually hop into the video that this is going to take a long time. It took me about, give or take, like 3-4 hours, right? 3-4-5 hours. It's a lot of grinding that's going to take for you to actually clear for Heroes Arena, especially on Challenger going second, because of the amount of RNG it takes and all of that. And this video right here isn't necessarily a guide, because I kind of just went in and used what I could and tried to strategize on my own. Considering that the Heroes Arena season is brand new, we had to just kind of experiment. So yeah, man, I just wanted to preface that before we actually hop into the video. But yeah, man, so like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Your boy Amazing is on the road to that 40k subscribers, and with that out of the way, we can actually hop into the run here that I recorded, and I can pretty much I'll just talk over some like a few pointers and like the teams and all that stuff. So whenever we get to like a team, we'll talk about the gear and the team, and then yeah, I'll explain a little bit of the run itself, and then you guys can enjoy the clip. So let's hop into the first team and we'll discuss that. Alright, guys, so for the first team here we got on Heroes Arena, it's going to be the Goddess team, and we are pretty much running a crit resistance build across all the characters on the for the like the gearing, right? We look at Tarmiel, we look at Mael. He actually had crit damage and then crit defense on the sub rolls. But everyone else is pretty much running crit resistance, and the reason why you're running crit resistance is because you're trying to dodge the crits. You're trying not to get crit as much. You face tier in this fight a lot. You have the Roxy fight at the end, which unfortunately this team does lose to, but you do get right to that very end, and the rest of the fights you can kind of just use crit resistance to make your way through without getting crit. And so that was pretty much the gear that I'm running here. For Tarmiel, it's a little bit special because we do have double defense, but the reason why is because we want Tarmiel to get targeted and we need him to have the lowest HP. And I do also have a few recovery rate rolls on this little SR piece, but this SR piece was actually an R piece that I engraved, so that's why I was able to go for like a ton of recovery rate rolls. And this is with doing it by using gold, because it's a R piece that I engraved, right? HP rolls on the other piece though, attack rolls on the top, and then for the actual like gear itself, you obviously are going to run the substat for crit resistance. If I'm running crit resistance gear, I'm running crit resistance substat, and that goes for every gear that I've run in this video. It has the substat for that. The only time it's different is for Mael or for a DPS character that I run that has attack crit and it has a crit damage piece right here, because they'll have crit defense rolls. I'm actually thinking of like making a crit resistance like a substat for like 2-piece like this, so we'll definitely think of making that. But I think right now that pretty much covers the gear right there though, guys. And then for the artifact card set, I was running the Goddess card set. It gives you 9% basic stats because it's 3% per Goddess ally. We only are able to, even though we have all 4 on the field, we only get 3, so that's going to be 9%, but that's still really good, and it's obviously going to benefit the team. So that's the first team right there, man. Enjoy the clip, guys, and then we'll come back when we talk about the next team in the actual run. Alright guys, so you might have wondered why at the end of the clip there, the Goddess team actually lost and we're not actually doing the team for that tower next. We're actually going to be doing the second tower team, and the reason why I'm covering this team right now before actually just finishing that first tower is because the first tower actually had it's a situation where you want to save that for when you know what characters you have left in your box to actually clear. So that's pretty much like the thought process, like going into it. It's like, okay, you do the as many stages as you can of the tower, and because I have a lot of characters left over, that I want to wait pretty much till the end to where I can actually use another team or whatever else I have left at that time to actually get the clear. So that's why I'm hopping into the human team next. Human team is for tower 2, bear in mind. So tower 2 human team right here, we are running a crit resistance type of setup right here, kind of the exact same thing as the Goddess. Attack crit resistance Escanor, and he has to have the lowest HP I think for this run when it actually worked out. We do have what is that, HP crit resistance Arthur. So you guys can see Excalibur Arthur. Oh no, Jillian is on HP crit defense, and it's a non-UR year as well, just regular HP, and then the crit defense, and then crit resistance on Bond HP as well. And so that's pretty much the setup right there, guys. We do also have the HP card set, and that's the human team, man. The strategy mainly with this team is you want to get a ton of lifesteal going, and the team itself is just attacking, lifesteal, stalling. It's a ton of stuff like that. So that's the team right there, man. Enjoy the clip, guys, and we'll come back to the next team that we're going to talk about for the actual Heroes Arena run. Alright guys, so for this part in the clip here, we're actually at the human team. So the thing is that happened is I wasn't actually recording the run that I did, that I had for the actual like HP you're seeing right here. So this is the HP that I actually finished the run with. So you'll see that Arthur does have a little bit less, but it's pretty much everybody's full health, right? This was the HP that I actually did on the run that I wasn't recording from earlier. I started recording the moment I saw that I wasn't recording, and so yeah, the run before is pretty much, you know, a run that I did that I didn't beat, but this is the run that I actually do beat. So it is spliced a little bit. So I just want to let you guys know that, just so you don't be like, oh, amazing, you know, the HPs are different on your human team. What happened, right? That was pretty much the situation. I didn't get to record the first half, so I just put in the first half from, you know, when I actually did attempt it, and I recorded that part. So it is technically spliced, but it gives you guys the idea, right? You just need to see the run itself and how you kind of go through it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much that. Continue with the rest of the video and enjoy it, man. We'll hop in again with the next team, and we'll discuss that as well. Alright guys, so this team right here is going to be the demon team, and this team is only going to be for the last two little fights here. So that's why I'm using a team like this, where it's not like really made for like a full tower, but it's made for just like, you know, two fights pretty much. And so this team is able to beat the Alright, so this team pretty much beats that Freyr that's left over in the fight that I left over from the humans, and then it is also able to beat the final part of the actual tower here, guys. So enjoy that, man. The demon team is pretty straightforward: Assault, Melee, Demon King, Cusack, Chandler, and you are running crit defense rolls. And you know, because you are able to run crit defense rolls, you do kind of tank. Cusack does take a lot of damage, but the Demon King does come around and do a ton of damage when he needs to. So yeah, I mean, the team is pretty straightforward though, but you know, mainly Chandler there to draw damage away, and then you have Assault, Melee, Demon King, Cusack there just to, you know, either, you know, buff up the team with Cusack, or you have like damage with Assault, Melee, and the Demon King. So there you guys go, man. And we'll come back to when we have the next team. Alright guys, so the next team we actually used here on the Heroes Arena is actually going to be the Demon Matrona team. So you guys can see here we are running Melasila, Ominous Nebula Zeldris, Purgatory Melee, and then we are also running Matrona right there. And the reason why we're running this team is so that we can have Matrona be the lowest HP, and then we can just alt push with Purg Melee. And in terms of the gear sets that we're actually running here, guys, we are running crew resistance gear across the board. It's not anything too crazy. I mean, a lot of these fights are crew resistance. You're just trying to get lucky with dodging the crits. Sometimes you are going to get crit, and you know, it is what it is. You're gonna have to reset, but a lot of it is just kind of RNG and going through the fights with that. So yeah, we also do have Matrona here with her wonky gear. So we have attack, crit damage, and then I don't have a leveled up belt, but the rune, the ring, and then also the bracelet are also going to be 15% SR gear. This is from the ultimate event that we had last year. So if you just have like any good attack gear, you could just kind of give it to her, whatever. But make sure that this like belt right here is like fairly low. It doesn't have to be leveled or anything. I literally just left it, and then yeah, you could just give her crit middle pieces. It really doesn't matter, because she's meant to die anyway, right? You don't want her to like live super long. She's meant to literally just you know, die, and then you get the buff for her, and then you're full healing the team. So yeah, man, that's pretty much the team right there, guys. And then we'll come back to when we have the next team for the actual Heroes Arena. Alright guys, so you can see at this part in the fight here, I'm in a situation where we pretty much lost the rest of our team, and since we're on the Roxy fight, we got all the way to here, and we just lose, right? But you want to try your best here, guys, to kind of get a kill on one of the enemies at the very least. If you can kill one of the enemies, you're doing yourself a favor, in that you can bring another team follow-up, and just go first and beat the team that way. That's the way I kind of went about it when going for my clears for the later half of these teams. So you guys will see the rest of these teams here for the actual Heroes Arena, and a lot of them are kind of just teams that, you know, I'm giving them gear just as long as they're able to out CC and get the job done for that like one turn, then that pretty much covers it. But yeah, man, I mean, the rest of these teams here, guys, are not anything too crazy, but I just wanted to kind of mention that so you guys know that later on the rest of these teams pretty much that I cover in this video are made to just be, you know, cleanup teams pretty much, right? Not all of them are going to be like full teams that you run throughout the towers. The main three that I actually covered in this video were the human, the goddess at the beginning, and then this one, and then I briefly mentioned a little bit about the demon team as well. But yeah, pretty much this covers like the main part of the actual towers, and then the other you know, the other teams are just kind of there just to kind of clean up the fights. So yeah, man, so that's pretty much the kind of idea that I had there with the last bit. It was kind of just the cleanup teams, man. So you guys enjoy the rest of the clip, and then we'll come back to the end where we wrap up the video. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the video, man. I hope you guys do enjoy. Again, this wasn't really like necessarily a guide too much. I tried to give you guys some informative things that I could help you out with the runs, but watching through the actual clips will probably give you the best idea about going through the actual fights and stuff. But yeah, man, if you guys need any clarification with the gear or anything like that in the comments, let me know. I'll try to clarify for some of you guys, because I know I didn't go too much in depth with like the gear for like the later half right here, where we're kind of just, you know, using the cleanup teams. You guys can see it in the clip, so it's not necessarily anything too crazy. But let's say they have like crit resistance or crit defense, then you can kind of correlate that they would have the crit resistance rolls or crit defense rolls respectively. So there is that, man. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. It took a while to edit this, and it is very late as I'm recording this, so I hope you do enjoy. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out, have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video.